Hello, dear Cancers. Happy birthday for you this Cancer season. I am going to do your July forecast for you. Please do excuse any background noise and mess. I've got the fan on because it's a really hot day. But yeah, I'm just going to get into it. So I'm going to do your July forecast today. We're going to start with a Moonology Oracle card and then we'll jump into the tarot. I did pick another deck to clarify today, so probably will use that. I hope that you're all doing well. It's your birthday season. Woohoo! Okay, what does Cancer need to know this month for the month of July? What does Cancer need to know for the month of July? I hope you can hear me. I'm talking like really quietly because I've got the windows open. I'm sat right next to the windows and I just don't want the neighbours to hear. Okay, what does Cancer need to know for the month of July? Oh, I think that one did want to come out. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A win-win outcome is forecast. So these are your two cards this month. For this month, full moon in Capricorn, which I think we are having a full moon in Capricorn, and a win-win outcome is forecast. So you might have been working on something. We'll see what the tarot has to say. The end of a tough cycle approaches and a win-win outcome is forecast. So this is Capricorn and Libra energy. What does Cancer need to know? Wow, straight away you have got the Tower coming out. So this position is usually to do with your current self. So there might have been some kind of like sudden shift in something. I'll clarify this once we get the cards. What does Cancer need to know for the month of July? What does Cancer need to know for the month of July? So you've got the Four of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Lovers. The Wheel of Fortune. The World. This makes sense with a tough cycle ending. And then we have got the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. So it definitely feels like you've been going through something. With the Tower being here, the end of a cycle. There's a definite end of a cycle because we have the World here, and also it's looking like with the Four of Swords being in reverse that there's been a need to rest that you've kind of like been denying yourself. I feel like you've been denying yourself rest that is much needed, but there's something coming in for you. This looks like a romantic connection because with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers being here, this feels like there is a new person coming into your life, potentially in this month, during this month, or there's a new beginning in a connection that has already been established. But this feels like something new because there's been an end to something. With the Wheel of Fortune and the World being here, it feels like this is a connection that is kind of like written like in the stars. This is like meant to be. It also looks this month like you are putting lots of energy and effort into something with the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm going to get my clarifying deck and we'll go through clarifiers. And on the bottom of the deck you've got the Seven of Cups as well, so there might have been like a difficult decision to make, but let's see what these have to say. Please clarify, and now you've got the Page of Wands coming out. Clarify the Tower. Actually, I'm going to put these back because I haven't properly shuffled this deck before I took it out. Okay, let me give it a shuffle. If it's meant to come out again, it will. The Tower. Clarify the Tower for Cancer, please, for the month of July. Clarify the Tower. So the Tower is clarified by strength. Yeah, so I feel like there's been a sudden shift in something that you've had to find the strength to get through, whatever this like tough cycle is that's ended. Clarify the Four of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so you've been working hard on your financial stability and your independence. So I feel like there's been a need to rest, but you've kind of been ignoring that because you've been throwing yourself into something creative that you've been working on that is going to bring you more independence and stability. The Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups. King of Wands. So there might be a Leo energy coming towards you. The King of Wands is Leo energy. Or it could, if it's not like a Leo energy, it's somebody who's got a lot of passion towards you. Somebody that is admiring you and would like to offer you some sort of new beginning. This definitely feels like a love reading, with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers being here. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles and the Star. Oh, so this feels like somebody has been doing a lot of healing. Could be this King of Wands energy. And if you're a male watching this, there's no gender in tarot, so just take it as it resonates. This could be like a Queen of Wands, for example. But there's no gender, it's not gender specific. This person admires you quite a lot. I feel like they've been going through their own thing. They've been doing a lot of healing themselves. With this like Star energy, and also like the Knight of Pentacles is a very like slow logic. It's like a very slow moving energy that uses logic. So it's a person who really thinks and considers things before jumping in irrationally, like the Knight of Swords would. So I feel like they're going from a Knight of Pentacles to a Knight of Swords. They kind of have made a decision and want to bring you an offer, and they've got a lot of hope with this Star energy. It feels like they've been doing some healing themselves. They might have been through something themselves. And yeah, they want to come towards you quicker now. They feel like they've made a decision. It feels like they don't want to take things slow anymore. Or they want to come towards you with an offer. And they've gone from like putting a lot of thought into this, it feels like. So they're not just coming out of the blue to sort of bring you this offer. They've been thinking about it for quite a while, it feels like. And now they're at a point where they feel ready. The Knight of Swords feels like a readiness energy. They're finally ready after lots of healing of their own issues or whatever they've got going on in their life. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. And that's really funny because Three of Swords like hopped out before. It feels like they've been through something as well. But the Lovers is clarified by the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. So yeah, they have this like inner knowing that you are the person that is all they've ever wished for. That's what this feels like. They have this like higher knowing that they're like, I finally realize now that you are the one that I'm meant to be with. This is what this feels like. The Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Cancer, please. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Cancer. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And this Two of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune feels like balance. Something's finally balancing out between the two of you, I feel like. Or it feels like you've both been through a tough cycle with another partner, and things are like feeling a bit more balanced out this month, because with the Wheel of Fortune it feels like this is like the two people that are coming together because they're meant to come together. With this Wheel of Fortune, again, feels like this is written in the stars. Clarify the World. The World is clarified by Justice. Yeah, so a cycle has completed that was meant to complete. Lessons may have been learnt during this cycle, and this could be for you, for them, or for both of you. So lessons have been learnt. And again, this is another balance card, and with a win-win forecast is a win-win outcome is forecast. This feels like because this is Libra energy, and this is Libra, so there's something is balancing out. There's a cycle has ended for both of you that was meant to end. Lessons have been learned is what I keep hearing. Lessons have been learned, and I do feel like this is on both parts. You've both been through something with this Three of Swords here. And whatever you have both been through on your separate paths has taught you, I feel like this has taught you about what you really want, that you're not going to just accept the bare minimum anymore, this feels like. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is clarified by the Knight of Swords. Here we go, another Knight of Swords energy. The Hierophant can represent marriage, long-term stability. There could also be, because the Hierophant can be all to do with like traditions and things, and with this Knight of Swords it almost feels like there could be like a bit of like opposition, as in like there could be differences between you and this person, but I don't feel like these differences are things that you are going to let get in the way of your connection. So this makes me think of like yin and yang and how opposites attract, and it's not always such a good thing to have people that are into exactly the same things as you. It's not always a good thing. Like, I feel like you can clash when you have too much in common. So there may be differences between you and this person, but I don't see these differences as being a problem in your relationship. I feel like it is something that you'll be able to talk about, communicate, and like make adjustments for each other's like separate interests or separate like traditions or whatever this is. The Eight of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Again, this feels like you are putting a lot of effort into yourself and healing yourself, because the Moon can be like quite a healing energy as well, but it also can be about hidden things coming to light. And the Eight of Swords is usually to do with a lack of like self-belief, you know, like feeling tied down, but by yourself, by your own mind, your own limitations. And then the Ten of Cups is like quite an abundant card, so I feel like you're going to be putting a lot of effort with this Eight of Pentacles, a lot of effort into like really like healing your self limitations and family, because Ten of Cups can be all about family, again, love, stability, you know, like a happy family life. And so I feel like with this Eight of Swords, you're kind of like putting that aside. You're not feeling so bogged down anymore. You're finally realizing, and it almost feels like maybe this person or you or this person may not have felt like you are good enough for each other, but it feels like you're finally realizing, or they are finally realizing, that you could actually make this work. You just need to put the effort in with each other, and this could be like a very like stable, secure connection and relationship. So that's what I see coming in for you this month. There is some kind of, because of something you've been through, a tough cycle that has now ended, there's like this sudden realization and strength that you are gaining, and I just see like a more abundant future, especially within your love life. There is a connection coming towards you, that is going to bring abundance and stability and balance. And I feel like with this like Nine of Cups, it's like everything you've ever wished for, and this could be for you or them or for both of you. I feel like it's very much like a mutual energy, so this is really lovely. I love this for you guys, especially because this reading is kind of resonating for me as well. I am a fellow Cancerian, and I've been through like some tough things, and this energy is just so positive. It's so lovely. After like a tough cycle, this is just amazing for you guys. So I hope you're able to get something out of this reading, and I think I'm going to leave it here. If this reading resonated with you, please do leave me a comment and a like down below. It would really help my channel to grow. It would help to get the message out to more people who need to hear it. And yeah, thank you for watching if you got this far, and I hope to see you in the next one.